I'm so excited for round 2, testing some kitchen-y dupes. You guys love the first one. I enjoyed filming it, and so we're back again. We're gonna test out a bunch of different dupes, and we're gonna see, you know, if they're on par, because like the last ones, that one surprised me. There were a couple really good ones in there. We're actually gonna start with the product that I tested in last week's video. This $250 sparkling water and also sparkling any drink maker. This is the Breville In-fizz Fusion, and it's supposed to not only do sparkling water, but it does cocktails, it does mocktails, it does like carbonated coffee beverages, like whatever you want to do, except milk. I saw someone do milk. Don't do that. That would not be very good. So we did test it out in last week's video, so you can go check it out if you're interested in a little like wintry mocktail. But now we're bringing her out again because we're going to battle against the dupe version, which is, by the way, $90. 90 versus $250. That's a pretty big difference. This is the one that I got. It's by, I think, the brand Mockum. This is $250. This is $90. They're supposed to do the same thing. Let's find out. And we're gonna start just by sparkling water because I want to compare it to my soda stream because I didn't do it in the last one. I feel this is a good test to do. First, I'm going to sparkle in the soda stream. Sparkle. Next up, Breville. We're gonna do the same thing as we did in the last video. Arrow to arrow. Clicked it, popped it back, and now we're gonna sparkle the water. And I think we can do this one for longer. I feel like I wanna do mid again, but like I guess do 6. 4, 5, 6. Was that right? Did I do it enough? I feel like that's good. I don't know. It scared me for a second. Okay, lift it, twist it. Stop it. Okay, it stopped. Hopefully that's sparkling. And now we have this one. By the way, I already hate that this is leaving so many handprints on it. It's so annoying. Okay, so this is similar, except you just sort of like pop it in like this, and then same-ish thing, only it's a lever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't look sparkly. Hopefully it is. Okay. All right. Now, I don't remember how to get this one off. I don't know if I'm just supposed to release it or I'm supposed to give it a minute. Oh my goodness. I really made it sparkling. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So it says to wait a little bit, which we did. Can't see what I'm doing, but my face is very concerned. Okay. Now we have them all. So let's pour some water. I'm putting tape on the bottom so I don't forget because Lo is gonna test this with us. 1 piece of tape for this one, 2 for this one, and we'll see if Lo can taste the difference. Okay, while we wait for Louis, this is like so weird looking. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Let's taste test in advance. I've already forgotten every single, this is why I do tape. Oh no, I remember, okay. Okay. Why do they all taste different? I don't understand. That's so interesting to me. Here are my thoughts before Lo gets here. The dupe is the least sparkling. Breville's the most sparkling, but in tiny bubbles. And then the sparkling water one has bigger bubbles is the best way I can describe it. So I'm curious if Lo feels the same way. She's here!
I thought there was someone here, well, other than our someones. When you said she's here, it was in such a casual, conversational way.
Yeah. Everyone, yay!
Hi.
She's here. Oh,
I was just gonna say, not
so nice.
match, but
like coordinate. Look at her hair. Ooh,
Thank you.
So pretty.
I was inspired by your pastel sweatsuit. It's like Regina George. I saw Rachel wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought. Actually, not only did I bought this plus for my daughters, but anyways, all 3 of us match now.
Incredible.
So. Yeah,
moves.
that's the vibe. Catch us at Christmas break in your house.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's
I see
matching.
you brought me tiny vials of
tepid water. No, just kidding. So you have to test them. Tell me which one you like best. I put tape on the bottom. You don't know what the tape means.
This is so interesting because this one has less bubbles. This is, okay, these are what I'm calling them. This is fast bubbles. This is lots of slow bubbles. And this is basically no bubbles.
Ne pas de bubbles.
Well, like there's some on the bottom, but like every now and then one shoots up. But okay. Can you see this?
Yeah. You see little bits of bubbles. Yeah. These are much.
That's lots of slower bubbles.
So many bubbles. And then that's the big guys.
Zoom.
They're
They're going.
Yeah, not as like this is more just like this is hectic.
That's lots of
Traffic, but it's like more slow moving traffic. This is like 2 lanes on a really busy highway.
Yeah.
I've already taste tested them and I've shared my thoughts. So I want to see if I'm right.
Can I ask a crazy thing? If I close my eyes, will you pass them to me? Because I don't want to be impacted by bubble speed. I feel like I'm already influenced.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
absolutely I will.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ready?
Thanks a bunch. Did you go far right? I know you did. Okay. That's
Which one is it?
well now I feels like far left. It feels like not a lot of bubbles.
Okay,
Not very bubbly.
not very bubbly. Okay.
Maestro? I thank you. That's like a wash of bubbles all at once. This is the middle.
Okay.
That's a bubble explosion. I'm so worried I'm gonna drop it. Like something. Can you pass me the first one you gave me again, please? That also doesn't feel like a lot of bubbles. That is a big difference, I'll tell you what. I revised to this is like a very small, lightly bubble. So I'm gonna say this is 3 and this is 1. Hold on. This is my, that's my guess. How'd I do?
You did. That's correct. You were wrong. This is the dupe, and this is the Breville.
So it's interesting because they're similar. Which one did I say had more bubbles between the dupe and the Breville?
The Breville was the first one you tried, where you were like, oh, this is nothing, and then you revised it.
After I tried the last one because that had really nothing.
It had really nothing.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Isn't that interesting?
Interesting.
So the next one we're gonna make, I thought it was gonna be ginger, but it's not, so it's a lot less fancy. It's basically just gonna be a sweet mimosa without a mimosa. Sparkling orange juice.
Without the champagne,
No champagne.
not even a sparkling
Not
wine.
even, none. Not a gelata.
You can see how much she values me.
It's true. It's true. You get nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see, because like this is thick. It just sits right on top. Look at that. That's pretty cool
beautiful.
looking. Honestly, I mean, it's not beautiful, but like it's cool.
It's gradient.
It is for sure. Then we can put the water in. See, Dibs always misses these days. She always gets the weird. Try this. I don't know. Random weird recipe or something that I know she's just not gonna like, and it's just by absolute accident that she's here on that day.
Well, yes and no. And I'm about to say something I thought I would never say, but it's also a bit of celiac privilege.
Ooh, this is true. We're only gonna do 3 this time, okay? Ready?
Set.
Right over your face.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. 1. Ooh! Oh my gosh, that scared me. If that explodes, I'm gonna cry. What was that? That was so scary.
We're under
Lois.
siege. You know what's funny is that when it went in, I was like, that's weird. Is there no like twist to lock or anything in it?
It's click.
But is there no way that has to get locked?
That's this thing, and then it unlocks this way.
Okay.
That was so loud.
I would like an instant replay of both of us. This is what she does. She draws me in with a false sense of security. Caroline never gets the fun ones, only you. Kapow!
I like that I put you right in front of it too. And then leapt away to safety. So we'll try that one. Let's sparkle this one.
Breville feels safer.
Breville does
Yeah.
feel safe.
Yeah.
Breville is Pottery Barn. Ready?
Yeah.
1. This is the one that had to do like
Yes.
6, right? Okay.
Yes.
2. But I don't think I can do that for these ones.
No, I wouldn't. I remember reading something like the way this lid is, otherwise like the honey would foam. That is what happened with this. Is it says it could handle like the syrups and stuff like that, but like maybe the foam was what caused it to
Kapow.
Kapow.
I'm gonna do one more, only because this I did 3.
Okay, yeah.
And so that feels
Yeah.
like it's a fair. Ta-da! Okay, now we gotta do this slow turtle.
Do you want me to surprise you with which one is which?
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously. Just noting that one has tape, and one
yeah.
does not. So you just.
I've been here before. The mind games never stop around here.
Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna go in the corner. Just checking all the video comments. Guys are very nice. Appreciate you. All done?
All done.
All done.
Also, I was trying to quietly communicate to them which one was tape and which one was not tape, and I lifted the cup up and I spilled the water all over my leg.
Oh no! Is it the same tape situation to yours?
Yes.
Okay. So which one are you lifting first? Which? Are we doing no tape first?
No tape first.
Okay. Boop.
Boop. Sorry. I was trying to remember which one was tape and which one was not tape.
I thought you were looking at the bubbles, and I was
No,
like,
no,
I'm just gonna drink it. So
I was lost in a moment. I was like, wait.
this is why I put the tape on the bottom of the bottles too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I forget immediately.
Oh, well, I was like, I was having that's so Raven. I was like,
Which one is it?
okay, I got it.
Okay. It's just such small bubbles.
It's a small bubble.
It's interesting because you can't see the. This one has more bubbles on the sides versus
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
I hate to be a hater, but neither of these are effervescent enough.
No.
This isn't it for me. This is a miss. Both of these are a miss.
Okay, this one is more sparkling. I assume that's
Which is this?
This is the tape one. Is the
Tape is the dupe.
What?
Tape is the dupe.
Okay, now
but
I'm just confused.
I'm like neither of these are a mega bubble.
You would get such better results just sparkling water
Get a
and
soda
making
stream.
it. I just,
Yeah. The real gag is that the dupe is the soda stream.
This is true. Yeah. I don't like either of them.
Yeah, over
no,
two.
No,
Yeah, that's-
0. Just Soda Stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably love you, but not in this present.
Not
moment.
this one, but
Yeah.
I had the, the tea thing. That was an engagement present, and
Yeah.
it's holding
Yeah.
toaster.
As a celiac, the toaster is a must in my because it's got the 4. Anyways,
So important. This one, not for me. Okay, now let's move on to one that we've been testing in the background for a while now. I like to do this with some of the products, as you saw in the last video, just because sometimes a first impression just isn't enough. And this one has actually been very highly requested. And that is testing the Hexclad pans versus the dupe. Because Chris and I have had the dupe of the Hexclad for a while now. They had them at Costco. It's the Henckels one. And so I wanted to compare the 3 pan size of the Henckels that we have versus the Hexclad one, which they were on sale at Costco. So we ended up getting them both. And so in Canadian, I think it was like 480 versus 120. The Hexclad one does have lids, but like that doesn't make up the difference in price. Hello from a different day. Keep forgetting to film this and I need some time to play around with these. If you couldn't already tell, we are duping Hexclad. Yes, Hexclad, the very, very expensive cookware. Chris got this set from Costco and we actually have been using for quite some time now the dupe, which are these pans from Henckels, I believe it's called Henckels, but they have that similar sort of patterning to them. Oh my goodness. The hybrid revolution. You can't read that at all. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, it's all French. There we go, hybrid revolution. So I don't even think I explained what Hexclad is. So basically it is, again, as they said, a hybrid pan. It combines all of the best benefits of a whole bunch of different types of pans. So they have the stainless steel, they have the cast iron, as well as the non-stick. So it's dishwasher safe. It can go in the oven up to 500 degrees. It's supposed to be really great for searing, easy clean. This is the mini, what is this? The 8-inch pan, I wanna say. So you can see, you know what? I'm gonna put this box down. It is enormous. So we have Hexclad here. We have the Henckels one here. You can see a lot of similarities. They have that same sort of hexagon patterning to them. The Henckels one is not shiny. The Hexclad one is. It feels very similar. It's got that little bit of, I don't know, like a grit to it almost, like a stick. They both have the same little bit of texture to them. However, the Hexclad one has more slip to it. So I'm curious how that performs in terms of non-stick elements to it. Again, very similar profile. I would say that the Henckels one has more of a brushed edge to it. It has a little bit, does it have a little bit more of a lip? No, very similar lip. I mean, it is very similar. So I am curious how they compare in terms of cooking, especially in the non-stick realm. We also got this guy right here. Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. I will say, oh, that's one thing that I didn't even notice is different. You can see my very dirty pan. The Henckels one has stainless steel across the entire bottom, whereas the Hexclad one does not. It has that same sort of brushed material that they have on the inside, except it's not as much of a slip, I want to say. And then we have the 10 and 12-inch fry pan, which I can only assume is very similar to the other element. You can see here, same sort of shiny coating compared to, actually this was just out because we've been using it, the dupe. They are so similar looking. Christopher, look, I finally unboxed it. I felt kind of bad.
It's just been there for a while.
I know. Finally we get to try it, yay. But I wanted to get your thoughts. First impression. Versus...
Yeah, I've been using the knockoffs for a while now. Boy.
What does that mean?
Well, here's the
Come
thing.
over this way.
I hear that Henckels got sued over this. So I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know for sure. Someone told me that. I can see similarity. Well, what I'm trying to remember is when I started using these they're the same sheen on them, right? It's shinier, looks more non-stick, which I know it's not supposed to be perfectly non-stick.
Well, that's their whole thing, is like it's supposed to be stainless steel, non-stick, and cast iron.
Non-stick with an asterisk, right? Like you have to
But
heat
not as
it
much
up,
oil.
put some fat on. Like it's non-stick in the way that a good cast iron pan is non-stick, which it can
It's
be
supposed to be
for
a
sure,
little bit easier
right?
than that, but yeah, it's much shinier.
Lighter, of course, and I mean, if it's all the benefits of cast iron without the weight and the fussiness of cleaning and maintaining, they're both nicely affixed, not flimsy at all. This one's a lot cheaper, so I'm curious.
Stay tuned. And now that we're back, I have some updates. So first of all, Chris and I did an experiment because we've been testing these for a while, and Chris in particular had noted that it seemed that the Hexclad ones were heating up hotter and faster. And so we ran a water experiment on the stove. Okay, we have the two pans here. This is the dupe, and we're seeing how long it takes to come up to temp, so up to 212. We have the timer in the back there. We're almost there, and then we're gonna put this on here. And we're gonna see if the Hexclad comes to boiling faster than the dupe. Update, it took 8 minutes and 5 seconds. So now let's try the Hexclad. Same 4 cups of water, same burner, same timer, one goal. Okay, we're almost up to temperature, and it's only been 6 minutes. So it does actually heat up faster. That's so interesting. And honestly, Chris and I really like the Hexclad ones. Chris did note, he's out right now, but he did want to note that he managed to scratch the dupe ones with the metal utensils. You can use metal utensils on both of them, but he hasn't on the Hexclad one. So I think there is some level of durability and, not necessarily evenness, but speed in which it's like there's more technology in the Hexclad ones. Honestly, I really like the Hexclad one. I know Chris does too. And so we've been like kind of hemming and hawing, like, do we get it? Do we not get it? And so that's why we got the dupe in the first place. It's like, we're like, okay, well, let's try this and see if this is good enough. And so having tested them side by side comparatively, I can say that like the Hexclads are really good. Like there's clearly a lot of thought that goes into that product. The Henckels one has worked well. Obviously, durability has become an issue because we did scratch it. Does it work though? Yes. Is it gonna heat up super quickly or really hot? Probably not in comparison to the Hexclad, but obviously it's a very, very different price point. It's crazy how similar they look, like absolutely nuts. Okay, the next one, this one's gonna be interesting because we all know how I feel about my Ember Mug. We see it in every single video. It's not a surprise, but obviously people are out there duping the Ember Mug. Like this is not a shocker. Chris's coffee mug has been charging, and I have the dupe has been charging. And so I figured we'll just let the coffees do their thing. I'll check in like 2 hours and just see temperature wise, have they been keeping it warm? Is it the same? Like that kind of stuff. So first of all, I just want to say that the sizing is a little bit different here because I got the one in Canada, which is 12 ounces versus 14 ounces. But comparing 14 to 14 in terms of price, we're looking at $150 for the Ember Mug and $55 for the dupe. Having to set up the dupe has been challenging. I did not care for that. The app was cumbersome and annoying, and it needed an update. Like there's a reason it has like 1 star. I couldn't get it to heat up without the app, which is incredibly annoying. Don't love that. Also, it'll only heat up automatically with like a subscription. So you get like a free subscription for like, 7 days or something. So there's that. I am going to test them in terms of like the heating capacity. But another thing to note is that Ember Mug is really good about replacements. If you get a scratch, if something doesn't work with the little charging station, they have been really great about replacing them for us. Because obviously you do have to be careful not to get any water on the bottom. So after you wash it, you gotta put it back. It has to be super dry first. So I'm already not impressed with the dupe. It also feels just like, I don't know if you can hear that. You know what I mean? Like it feels cheap and it's much lighter. It looks similar, but like that's about it, We are gonna test it and we're gonna leave it over there and I'm gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna check in 2 hours and it should hold the charge for that long. But already I'm still a full-on Ember mug stand. Okay, the next one, this is gonna be tricky. I wanted to test out the Our Place Wonder Oven and compare it to the dupe that I found that's like the Bella oven. Similar colors, which was also something I wanted to see in person, like how close are they? These are both like 7-in-1 toaster, air fry, bake, you know, all the things, right? This one is 185 for this size, and this one is 125 for this size. The Wonder Oven does come in a larger than this one size, but then I was like, I won't be able to talk. I don't know how I'm gonna talk about them. The Bella does not come in a smaller size, but I figured the best way to test them would be to do 2 different tests. So the first one, we are going to be air frying fries, because then we can clearly see, are they cooked evenly? Are they crispy? Did they both take the same amount of time approximately in terms of heating up, all that kind of stuff. And then the other test we're gonna do tonight, and I'm going to bake cookies in both of them, and we will see if it cooks evenly. Because if there's one thing I know, it is cookies. And so we'll bake 2 cookies in each of these and just see in terms of baking if it does a good job. One of you burns my cookies, I'm going to lose it. First of all, from a looks perspective, I feel like I gotta give it to the Wonder Oven one. The Wonder Oven has like a nice texture to it, whereas this one is just that shiny stainless steel kind of thing, you know? It just looks a little bit more fancy. In terms of what it can do, it's very similar, obviously, but this one has the steam function. So it's supposed to be, I guess, really good for poultry, salmon, things like that. Whereas this one doesn't have that. So obviously, if steam is important to you, then it's a no-brainer. But if you're just going to be baking and air frying and I don't even know what else. I know there's 1,000 things it does. Then we should be able to see like comparatively how they do. So I'm gonna go and crisp up some fries and bring in a load to taste test. Feels only fair after scaring her with the drink thing. I feel so oven full right now. We have fries. Lois, les frites.
I like that you said my name, but the fact is, the second I heard we have fries, I was standing up anyways.
Yeah, right away. I have many different kinds of fries.
And all in terracotta ovens. The only way I eat my fries. If you bring it to me in an almond colored oven.
Yeah, just get out of here.
Yeah.
This is the Bella oven. This is the Duperino.
It's a nice crisp.
That's a nice crisp. And then these are them side by side.
Beautifully crispy.
I guess this one is a little bit more crispy.
Well, kind of, but like some of these guys here, it's a pretty crispy range.
Yeah. Okay. Which one should we try first?
1 or 2. I'm not gonna tell you which one's which.
Oh, it's gonna be like a blind test?
1, 2, 3.
I don't know what that means. 1. Am I gonna burn?
No.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
It's a good fry. I feel like a child in the backseat of a car.
Yeah.
I have no idea. There's no sogginess. Like I would say maybe the Bella one has some areas that are a little bit more crispy, like not as even maybe. You know what I mean? Like there's just like a couple of spots, but
Well, I would say if you look at it, you can see like this one has more like lighter spots and some darker spots versus this has an overall more golden consistency. I would say that's the difference.
the Our Place is more even in cooking. The Bella one, maybe not as much. Yeah, there's some that are way blonder.
Yes.
And then these ones are
Like the color variant from here to here,
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
Versus like here, what's like this part to like this part, like the discrepancy isn't
As big.
as big.
Interesting.
Smaller oven though.
I was just gonna say, it is a smaller oven, I understand.
These both cook a fry.
They both cook a fry. Now this has the steam. That's the biggest difference. Now this is smaller, more expensive, but it has steam. Apparently that's really good for like cooking salmon,
I was just gonna
chicken,
say poultry. I bet.
Yeah, slaps. Yeah, I saw what you were gonna say. For sure.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, you're so close. It was so close. This steam thing, it takes 2 teaspoons of water and you put it in there and it's going to steam things up. Is that enough of a value plus evenness potentially of
Yes.
cooking? Again, TBD on the baking stuff, but like is that enough that would be like, I understand the value of this versus like a dupe that's more toaster oven, I guess?
So I've actually amended my thought from earlier as you have said that.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about, have you ever been on the TikTok that shows the New York apartments?
Yes.
You know, sometimes they don't have ovens and stuff.
I sure do. Yeah.
So
So the ones that are like, here's the closet, and then here it is on like a weird angle and stuff. Oh, I love
So
these
if
so much.
you were like, or like, I know that this would be like an expensive gift, like a university student or something like that, but like this, if you were just starting out and for whatever reason didn't have access to like, if you have roommates and like sometimes you're not fighting over, but like having to share like the time for like an oven or something like that. I feel like if you didn't have all of the oven, microwave, whatever, blah, blah, then that one, especially because it's smaller actually, that might actually have a better use case.
I feel like me in younger times would have ruined this.
Really?
I would have been really scared to use it. I don't know if ruin is the right word, but I would have been really scared to use it. But starting out in my first apartment and first job, where I was like, okay, I gotta get serious about learning how to cook and like plan my meals and, you know, pack lunches and things like that. Like I could see a lot of value from this.
When I was in my early 20s living with a roommate, come home, like we were both working pretty late, like we'd get back and then we'd be back at the same time. So I feel like something like that would be, especially because it cooks so fast in a small thing. Yeah. So I've actually amended my answer. I do understand the use case for this. Yeah. It's not me right now.
No. Previous era.
Yeah.
This would have been good.
Yeah.
It is good. This worked very well. And again, did this work? Yes, for sure. I feel like I'm shunning it to the back here. It's very nice. It's still, we like it. We like it. It still does the thing. But yeah, I'd be worried about cooking
more hot spots, less even air disputation.
Disputation.
That's immediate vocab jail for me. I gotta show myself out.
Yeah, that was just
See
embarrassing.
you guys later after I'm done my sentence.
Yes, thanks for the fries. Anytime. Okay, it's the evening, and I just realized that why am I doing two at once? I'll do one tonight and one tomorrow. So this guy's all preheated. So let's put some cookies in. Every time. It's just so small. Put it in either one. So I'm just gonna put it there. And then set my timer. I'll start with 10 minutes. That's how loud it is, by the way. Okay, we're like 5 minutes in, but I'm noticing that, like, I don't know if you can see the edges of the cookies right there. They're getting very dark, and the rest of the cookie is very blonde and not cooked yet. Okay, timer just went off. That's for sure not my cookies. That's not at all how you do cookies. I am so sad. Maybe because it's a smaller oven, I need to do a lower temperature, maybe? I'm trying to think of how to salvage these. I'm so sad. If you guys have mini ovens, let me know. I'll try and fix it for the next oven tomorrow. So what I read online is to use a lower temperature. So I preheated that and then squish the cookies out a bit so they're not as round, and then kind of keep it in the middle if you can. So we're gonna try this. Don't burn my cookies. Put them in for the 10 minutes, and then it said no, we're not even close to done. So I put them in for another 5 minutes. We're here. So like it's browner than I would like. Ignore my hands, by the way. I have cream on. My hands are very dry. So like, to me, these don't cook cookies as well as I would like personally. But again, I can see like the use cases in something like this, but like it will require some finessing to get the cookies at least the way that I want them. All right, the next thing people are trying to dupe. My beautiful OXO containers. I love these things. I already had this one. I use these all the time in different sizes especially for like crackers. That's a huge one. Because my whole house, we just like streamline, just grab crackers on the go, you know? This makes sure that they stay fresh. So it has this little pop lock, close, you lock it in, open. They're fantastic. I found a set of 3 that are very similar, and I figured we could try them out and just see if it does a good job. In terms of the product, the dupe does feel cheaper, like the plastic feels like a little bit thinner. This is a slightly different size. I think it's 1.1 quarts versus 0.9 quarts. The lids are also really different. The OXO one is a lot thicker versus the dupe. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I figured we'd try. And I thought that the best way to do it would be to put marshmallows in here because those will go stale real fast. And then we can just kind of see them in a couple of days. Did they stay fresh or not? I don't know. I've never done this with marshmallows before, but I saw it online. Somebody had marshmallows in them and I was like, oh, that's really smart. Mine always go stale. So we will check back on these in a couple of days. All right, update on the coffee. It has been 2 hours. 2 hours! So we have, I mean, you can probably already tell what is steaming and what is not. This is 121. This is, ooh, 83. Yikes. I did actually see a different dupe for the Ember Mug, so let me know if you want me to try a different one and just see, like, maybe it's just this one's not very good, but there's another one that is. Let me know for like round 3, maybe we could try that. Just keep looking, keep seeing if we can find one. But this one, don't do it. All right, update on the marshmallows. They have been sitting in here for some time now. I think like a week. So obviously we need to taste test some marshmallows. These are the OXO ones. Very soft, very squishy. Excellent marshmallow, no note. Also soft and squishy. Also a soft marshmallow. I mean, if one of them was not gonna work, it would have given me a rock solid marshmallow. And neither of them did, so works for me. I don't know about the longevity of this. This feels more, I don't know, like durable, but it did keep my marshmallows from going stale. If you're enjoying the testing of the kitchen dupes, give this video a thumbs up so I know we can maybe do it like a round 3 if you guys are enjoying it. And if there are any that you're seeing out there that you feel like we absolutely need to include in the 3rd round, leave a comment down below so I know which ones we should like absolutely be testing out. I will link the first one for you guys so you can go and check that out in case you have missed it, because that one was awesome. We found some actually really impressive dupes there. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe for new videos here every single Saturday. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys all in the next one.